So I was in jazz class yesterday, I think we were doing this really stupid thing. And then he said he was going to put it in the audition. So everyone's just going to be like, hello. 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 I'm Trevor. Erin. Then you are. Ash.
Welcome to East High, give it another try. If you want to do anything, you're gonna have to know how to sing.
Yeah, work!
My name is Ash. This is the classic tragedy of Romeo and Juliet, where there is the death of two lovers and the fall of Montague and Capulet. The two lovers decided to marry, so from home they ran away, but they saw each other dead and now in the ground they lay.
Diary of Dance. Dance, dance, dance. This book is amazing. Dance, dance, dance. It's filled with all the pictures.
Harry Potter is this really dope story about a wizard from London who rose up to glory. It's pretty classic on both DVD and tape. Spoiler alert, Dumbledore gets killed by Snape.
If you give me a lemon, I'll try to make lemonade. But if you give a mouse a cookie, he wants some milk from his snooky. This tiny little rat should just be killed by a cat.
Excuse me? Why were you guys watching me cry?
Well, we always watch people perform from the scaffolding.
Perform? I was crying because everyone was laughing at me because I can't perform.
We don't perform either, but we're a part of every performance.
Yeah, we're the tech club.
So you mean I don't have to sing in order to fit in here?
Yeah, if you can't sing and you want to be a part of shows, just come join Tech Club.
Awesome!
My favorite thing about BBT would be having Western students be the counselor so I could talk to them whenever I needed to about Western's program.
I really like all of the instructors because I feel like everything they say is valuable in information.
Getting to know all the different works of how professional theater and film works and what it actually takes to make yourself successful in those areas.
The dancing was awesome. I love to dance already, but it was just so fun. The master classes. Yeah. ton of amazing people.
Being with a lot of fun people.
I made so many good friends.
How do you document real life when real life's getting more like fiction each day? Headlines spread like blow my mind and now this deadline, eviction or pay. Break! How do you write a song when the chords sound wrong so they won't sound it right and rare? When the notes are sour, where is the power you once had to ignite the air? We're hungry and frozen, the life that we've chosen. How we gonna pay? How we gonna pay? How we gonna pay last year's rent?
Every single day, I walk down the street. I hear people saying, baby, so sweet. Are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Are you sure?
Yeah!
Because I think he's here.
That's a stage. Hey guys. Dax. Nice to meet you. Hi.
So I think we're just going to start with some questions from me first, and then we'll move on to their questions. Don't let the paparazzi freak you out.
I love paparazzi.
I know, right?
Hey guys.
So I think what everyone's dying to know is, how did you get into theater?
Take a picture.
Oh my goodness, how did I get into theater? I actually didn't get into theater until I was in like high school or middle school. And I just did the middle school musical, and I just did it for fun for like 3 years, and then I did the high school musicals for fun, and then I decided that I wanted to do it as a career, so I went to college, and that's when I started dancing. So I actually didn't start dancing until college and doing all of that, taking it seriously until I was in college. So you guys are already a step ahead of what I did. So
Where did you go to college?
I went to Wichita State. That's in Kansas. Does everybody know where Kansas is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's in the middle, right dab in the middle of Kansas.
And what was that audition process like to get into
To
college?
get into college, my audition process wasn't very difficult because they accepted everybody. But now, when you audition for college, you have to sing 2 songs, sometimes 3, and then you have to do a monologue. And then it's all about your personality as well. So you have to show some kind of personality, because a lot of these schools are all about your person, like if you're going to fit in with everybody else that they've brought in. So that's really important to a lot of schools, especially the big ones.
Do you guys know what show Jackson is in right now?
Do you know what show I'm in?
Book of Mormon.
Yes.
Book of Mormon?
I'm sure a lot of you haven't seen it because you're a little young.
A few of them have, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, we got one tonight too. Is it the first time you've seen it?
No, it'll be the second.
Oh, okay, got it. So I play one of the lead roles in the Book of Mormon. I tap dance. I have a tap dance number as my claim to fame for my character. It's a little bit. It has bad words in it, so probably a lot of you haven't seen it. But it's up there with popularity, like with the Wickeds and the Phantoms and the Hamiltons.
So what was that audition process like?
That audition process took 6 weeks. Every week I went in and did something different for them. So every time you go in, you have a new piece of music to learn, or you have new sides to learn, or you have a new dance to learn. And then the final audition I had, they actually vocalized me to make sure I could sing the score, because it's really high. And so that was just me and the associate music director and the casting team. And we just sat in there and we sang. And then a week later, I got the phone call that I was going to join the Broadway cast. So that's how the audition process works. For Book of Mormon, it did. Anyway, they're all different. I know some people that have had 2 auditions and then they're on Broadway. So, and then there's some people that audition for shows, like people on the Broadway cast auditioned for like 3 years and then they finally booked the Broadway show. So it just depends on what they're looking for and who they're looking for.
So before we open it up to their questions, my personal question for you is, if you had one piece of advice to give to someone just starting their professional career, or even right before they got into it, what would that be?
Be nice.
Be nice.
Genuinely nice, and always listen. Be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice. I can't say it enough. And I think it'll take you above anything even more than talented people. It'll always put you a step ahead.
Cool. Are you guys ready to ask some questions? Raise your hand if you have a question. Yes, what's your question?
Hi, my name is Tori. I'm 16. What is your favorite song in the book?
In the Book of Mormon? Well, I'm biased, so I like Turn It Off. And if it's one I don't, that's the song I sing in the show, if you haven't seen it. And if it's not something that I sing, I really like Baptize Me. If you've seen the show, it's a really funny spin-off on kind of some bad behavior.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sasha.
Hi,
I'm 10
Sasha.
years old. And when did you figure out that I want to do this as my life?
Probably in college, my freshman year of college. I was going to be a double major. I was going to do elementary education. I was going to be a teacher. But I decided I thought I could take it seriously. I was like, you know, I went to New York, I visited New York. I did one audition there just to like see what it was like, and I was like, you know what, I think I could do this, or at least need to give it a shot. So I gave it a shot, and I'm still currently working, I'm still doing it, and so I think as long as I'm doing it and I'm happy, I think that's when I'll keep thinking I can do it as a real life job.
What was the show that you auditioned for in New York?
Spam-A-Lot. Okay. And I got a call back, but then I went into the dancing room and I was not very good at it. So it's funny because the man who choreographed Book of Mormon also choreographed Spam-A-Lot. So it's funny now that I'm doing his show like 10 years later almost.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, Reese.
I'm Reese. I'm 11 years old. And why did you choose Book of Mormon to audition for?
Why? I don't really, there's no choice. I just knew I was right for it. Mormons are very all-American looking because it's an all-American religion. And so I look like the type, so I think it's very important to know what kind of roles you can play and then to go for those. So I just knew I could do it, and so that's why I auditioned for it.
Yes, in fact.
My name is Caitlin. I'm 9 years old, and I just wanted to ask, how many plays have you been in?
Been in a lot. I did a lot of stuff in college. Probably 10, 15 big professional ones. And then Book of Mormon I've been doing for a long time. I was in the Broadway show for 2 years, and then I've been on tour for almost 2 years. But I've been kind of doing a lot of different things. I didn't just play this role. So it's been a while with the show, but it's fun to do, so I keep doing it.
Hi, I'm Janie. I'm 16. I'm just wondering what your favorite role is that you've ever played.
Bud Frump in How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Very fun. Very similar to what my McKinley is, so when you see the show tonight.
I'm Grace Malaband. I'm 11 years old, and I was wondering, did you get the part you wanted in this current show that you're doing?
It's funny because I actually was a swing, and a swing for everybody is somebody who covers or is an understudy for just the ensemble. So when you get Broadway, you're just kind of like, yay, I got Broadway, and it's my Broadway debut, and I'm like so excited. So I got what I wanted in terms of I wanted to be on Broadway. Then I started seeing the characters and been like, oh, I can do that. So I auditioned for the understudy for McKinley. I was just like, look, I want to understudy McKinley. I can do it. Like, I'll give it a try. So I went in and I actually went back in and had to audition again in a room with casting and our director. And luckily I wasn't as nervous because they knew me. But I auditioned for McKinley and I got it. And I didn't realize how much I wanted to play him until I actually got to play the role. But, you know, if I could do it, if they could give me one more chance, I would really love to take a stab at Elder Cunningham or Elder Price, one of the two leads. I think it would be fun to do either or. They now let, like, Elder Cunningham, if you haven't seen the show, is the bigger guy. He's usually, like, you know, gross looking or nasty, but it's not cast like that anymore, so it can actually be a skinny guy and somebody just quirky, and I would love to give a shot at either one. But, you know, I don't know. I think my time with Mormon will just be McKinley for now, but maybe, who knows?
Okay, 2 more questions. Thomas is dying.
My name is Thomas.
Hi, Thomas.
And my last name is Franklin, and what was your first play? Not professional, just like your first play.
You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. I was Linus. Oh, have you guys done that?
Thank you, Thomas. Last question, yes. Yes.
Hi, I'm Leah. I'm 13, and I was wondering, like, what other professional plays have you done, maybe like on Broadway, other than Book of Mormon?
So I've only done one Broadway show, but Broadway's kind of tough to get. It takes a lot of work and a lot of stamina, and it's a business, so you have to get to know people in the business. So I got the Broadway show pretty quick out of when I graduated college, but I also did a Disney cruise ship for a whole year, and so I worked on that and fairly quickly out of college as well, and that was probably my first real, like, really professional gig in terms of this is what I did full time. And then some other shows I did a lot of summer stock, which is regional theater, but I worked at some really big regional theaters. But those shows only last 2 weeks at a time. So you're doing a show and then you stop, then you rehearse for the next show while you're doing the show at night. So you're constantly doing. So I guess the big one out of college after I graduated school was a Disney cruise ship, and I played Hercules. And then and I did a couple Princes. Like they do a lot of varieties of shows if you've been on that. But and then I left the ship and I auditioned for Mormon, and I got it pretty quickly. So that's kind of like the only Broadway show I've done. But hopefully more will come. Yeah, thank you.
So that was our last question because you guys want to take pictures, right? Yeah. Yeah, and get some autographs?